Since Pam Bondi has become the Attorney General, there are rumors, sniffings, and she's giving them hints that she's going after DA Fani Willis, Alvin Bragg. Full investigation. I've got articles to make my case. Welcome to the Doug TenNapel channel. Let's check in on Fani Willis. Thanks for subscribing and leaving a comment. This is from the actual judiciary, house.gov. So this is Jim Jordan's good work. Republicans demand information from Fulton County DA employees about coordination with J6 committee. So now they're not just going after Fani Willis, but other people in the office that might know something. This is from yesterday. House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan and Congressman Barry Loudermilk sent letters to investigators and employees from Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis demanding documents and transcribed interviews as the committee continues its investigation into the coordination between the Fulton County District Attorney's Office and the January 6th Select Committee in furtherance of her political prosecution of President Donald Trump. According to court testimony, these individuals met with the partisan January 6th Select Committee to coordinate their politicized investigations. So that's according to court testimony already. The committee previously wrote to District Fani Willis requesting documents relating to her coordination with the January 6th Select Committee, that's Liz Cheney and the gang. Because District Attorney Fani Willis has declined to cooperate, the committee must pursue other avenues to obtain the information. Quote, on December 17th, 2021, Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis wrote to Representative Benny Thompson, chairman of the partisan January 6th Select Committee, to make, quote, an official request for access to records that may be relevant to the political prosecution of President Trump. Now, that's what Fani Willis asked for. District Attorney Willis asked Representative Thompson to access to records, including but not limited to recordings and transcripts of witnesses' interviews and depositions, electronic and print records of communications, and records of travel. DA Willis noted that she and her staff were eager to travel to Washington, D.C. So there she made it wasn't a request, but she showed interest. And they just want to know if it got followed up. To meet with investigators in person and to receive these records anytime between January 31st, 2022 and February 25th. According to recent testimony by Dexter Bond on FCDAO Assistant District Attorney. He claimed that he and several employees traveled to Washington, D.C. at the expense of Fulton County taxpayers to meet with members and the staff of the January 6th Select Committee and review non-public committee. And here's Jim Jordan saying that he previously requested information and didn't get it. So that's Fani Willis. This is more of the overview of Pam Bondi. She's not allowed to come out and just say it, but she's saying that she's opening up commissions and stuff to start the investigation. This is the overview. And then we'll get into specifics on Letitia James after this. ABC News, Pam Bondi, as new AG, launches weaponization working group to review officials who investigated Trump. Group will review the prosecutions. There's Pam Bondi. In her first hours after being sworn in Wednesday as nation's top law enforcement official, Attorney General Pam Bondi issued a directive Wednesday establishing a, quote, weaponization working group that she says will be tasked with reviewing politicized actions of officials who investigated President Donald Trump at both the state and federal levels. Now, I'll let you guys tell me in the comments below, is this politicizing and weaponizing the government to go and look into them and see if there was weaponization and politicizing of government? That's the question. Pam Bondi's memo mandates that the group reviews the prosecutions of Trump brought by special counsel Jack Smith and Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg, as well as a civil fraud case brought against Trump in both New York by the state's Attorney General Letitia James. The review, according to the memo, will be led by the Office of Attorney General, Pam Bondi, and supported by the Deputy Attorney General and other divisions of the department, and will provide quarterly reports to the White House regarding the process of the review. The order further directs the working group to review any instances of, quote, prosecutorial abuse, unquote, regarding the Department of Justice's investigation into the January 6th assault on the Capitol. So was there prosecutorial abuse in them, say, not getting a lawyer, them being put in solitary confinement, denied a court case, anything that they can see, or shaking them down if, abusing them in prison, things like that, moving them arbitrarily. Those will all fall under that. Now, finally, last article. This is Letitia James. I got to preview this one a little bit. You guys have heard me for years say Elon Musk is the key. Elon Musk is the key. I can only say that he is the hub of the hinge of the Trump administration. Everything he's doing, ever since we called it 2 years ago, his headlines keep going up higher and higher on just how hardcore his work ethic is in running Doge, but also in X being a free speech place where we can all do the news freely without getting hunted down or having all of our news censored on X. You can always follow me on Doug in Exile on X. But if you guys are here on YouTube, I'm fine with that too. Letitia James readies next legal move against the Trump administration. Ooh, what are you going to do, Letitia James? New York Attorney General Letitia James announced on Thursday her plans to use President Donald Trump's administration over the Treasury Department. She's going to sue President Donald Trump's administration over the Treasury Department, giving Elon Musk, Department of Government Efficiency, Doge, access to America's personal information. Now, there's a reason why this is not a big deal. I don't know if I have to go into this or not, but all of this information's already been leaked to China. It's already widely public knowledge. They're not going through America's personal information for the purpose of gathering Social Security numbers or anything like that, like the FBI does to pro-life Catholics. They're really just looking for government oversight and fraud. And they've already found hundreds of millions of dollars of fraud in our, not our welfare system. But in the government checks for Medicare, Medicaid fraud. Okay. Newsweek reached out to the White House for comment on Thursday. James and attorneys general have previously filed lawsuits challenging Trump's efforts to end birthright citizenship for children born living in the U.S. illegally and freeze federal grant programs, both of which were blocked in court. So that's a win for James, I believe. But I don't know. It's not a win in that she didn't get what she wanted, but it's a win in that she didn't get punished. I'm looking for punishment for Letitia James. However, James is best known for having led a civil fraud lawsuit against Trump's real estate company ahead of the 2024 election, which still needs to be investigated and overturned. Trump maintains his innocence, and the judgment of now over $500 million, including interest, is on appeal, and that has to get reversed. Why it matters: over the weekend, the Associated Press reported, citing two people familiar with the matter, that Doge, that's Elon Musk's Doge, a task force headed by tech billionaire Musk, which focuses on cutting what they deem wasteful federal spending, was granted access to sensitive Treasury data. This could all be a lie or an exaggeration. I suspect it's to be not a big deal, including Social Security and Medicare customer payment systems. Now, see, they went in and they found I think it was $1 million. It could be $100 billion. I can't remember, but they found Medicare fraud. And so, of course, there's going to be Social Security numbers associated with each Medicare payment. But that's not a big deal. The move came after Treasury's acting Deputy Secretary David Liebrick resigned from his position after more than 30 years in service. Yay! With Washington Post reporting that following a clash with Musk's allies over their attempts to gain access to data. Senator Ron Wyden, an Oregon Democrat, of course, who is the ranking member of the Senate Finance Committee, wrote in a letter sent to Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, that's a Trump guy, on Friday that, quote, officials associated with Musk may have intended to access these payment systems to illegally withhold payments to any number of programs, unquote. But that's just an accusation, and we don't know. That is Letitia James. She's going after Doge, and to that I say, good luck. I don't think she's going to get anywhere on this. The Trumps are throwing their Elon Musk tantrums across every branch of government right now. They're going nuts because Elon Musk, keep going full steam ahead. Do not slow down. This is a blitz. Go into every department, shut it down, cut it off, do an audit, get into their emails, freeze their payments, freeze the fraud, blow it out on the internet and expose it, and we'll keep reporting on it so that my people know, and then we will repeat it all around the internet. That's how this works. This is a massive, aggressive, the Republican Party, Trump and Elon Musk, they're on offense. Pam Bondi's on offense. We're coming for the Democrats and we're coming for the fraud, and it's working, guys. I'm Doug in exile.